Hey guys, sorry about the wind. It's a little breezy today. You can see here I am next to my pond. I have a couple palm trees in buckets. These are the ones that brought all the aphids inside. They do look a little rough now. I had put them outside a couple weeks ago to try and get them used to the sun. It obviously wasn't a very easy task and they don't like me for it too much, but hey, we'll see what happens. These are Phoenix robellini or pygmy date palm. They are a miniature or dwarf date palm. They should only get to be about 6 to 12 feet tall. Now in my area, I'm kind of on the verge, probably a little too cold for them, but you never know till you try. And I'm trying to take advantage of microclimates here. You can see I have my big rock waterfall here that's unfinished, but the plan is, or the thought behind it, is it will capture the heat during the day and radiate it through thermal mass at night and keep the palm alive. I did try it last year. You can see there's a little palm tree base at the bottom of that, and I do have on either side of this, you can see there's a little clump there. That is actually sorry, I forgot what it is. Give me a second. A sago palm. There it is. I was trying to think what it was and I couldn't remember. And I know my whole point behind showing the sago palm is to let you know the center. If you see that little tiny claw looking thing there, it comes to a point and it's furry. That's going to be the new leaves. They form just like that. They get longer and then they start to unfurl. Now because this is kind of a little cold for those, they do yellow and look like they're dead. They take a while to bounce back, but they do come back. I've had them for 4 or 5 years already. That's one of the first things I put. Like I say, they don't grow too fast or aren't too stunning because I am pushing the limits on them, but I have them and that's what counts. You can see this is one of the trees from inside that, like I said, it had the mites, and I loved it for its look. I hated it for its pest that it brought in the house, but you know, we've come to an understanding. I'll keep you, just not in the house, and hopefully this works. I do want to show you, the whole point of this video is not just to show you where my palm trees are going to be. Here's my other pond. You can see, if we get close, there's a goldfish under that leaf. I do live about 2 miles from the Rio Grande River, and we get migratory birds passing through here all the time. They do come and raid my fish stock, so I do have to keep restocking it occasionally. Nothing too bad. I mean, I don't buy anything too expensive or that I get too attached to because I know they're not going to be around very long. These ones make it usually about a season. Now when they get to be too big or big enough to catch, they get caught. I do usually throw some guppies in here too. Those only last through the season. The plan is always to get them out before they freeze. I'm always looking at the weather, but somehow I miss it and they slow down. The goldfish get huge because they eat them all, and we start again next year. This is the way it's been, so we'll see what happens this year. You can see on this side I do have another sago palm. This one is a bit bigger. This one you can see too. On the inside there are some little growth points happening. Nothing too big or too fancy yet. Hopefully it will do its thing again. I do have another pygmy date palm in a bucket that I plan to use on this side. But I want to show you how to test your palm tree to see if it's alive or not. This one you can see that is yellow. Most of them, if they are alive, they will have a little bit of green towards the bottom of the petiole, which is the stalk that attaches from the main trunk to the leaf. You can see, if we see this one that's laying on the floor, that one's completely yellow. And on a palm tree, they have what's called a heart. That's this center growing point on the palm tree, this right here. Now you can see this one If I try and pull it at all, the whole tree moves. On something that you think is dead, the way to find out for sure, grab that heart and give it a little tug. You can see it pulled out. There's no green, there's mold, there is death. So this palm tree is no good to anyone. It will not bounce back. It's not going to throw a branch from the side. So best bet is to dig it up and put something else. Like I said, I'm kind of pushing the limits for these here, so if they come back, that's nice. If not, it was $15 of a plant, so you know, that's not bad for an annual. Just keep that in mind. Don't get too attached till you figure out what's going to happen with them. I hope this helped with a couple things, maybe identifying a dead palm tree. And if you're going to push the limits, you got to know a couple tricks as to how you're going to do it. Like I say, the rocks collect a lot of heat in the winter and then release it overnight. It just wasn't enough for these. I didn't think it would be for the majesty palm. Those are a bit too temperamental with the cold, but I figured I'd try anyway. Thank you for watching. Hope this helps.